1st and 10. Joe Burrow. And his first look is incomplete. He was looking for Joe Mixon there out of the backfield. And it's 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
3rd down.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
The tackle made by Devin.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Nicole Hardman, the intended target. 3rd down here.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try to throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's going to let it go. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Gain of 31.
That goes for a gain of 31.
Cincinnati.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. The first carry now for Benny Snell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
DJ Reader brought him down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot to...
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got a noon one. And a juke this time. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 24 yards. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
They'll go with Snell here on first down. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A good position to be in here, second and inches. Anthony McFarland, his first carry of the ball game. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Bengals grab it. Past the 20. 10. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are. And now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. From the 2, here's first and goal. Here's a run with Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Makes the score Bengals 7, Steelers nothing. Tucker McCann set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, and the Bengals grab it, and he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
They'll give it to Mixon. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Ball carrier.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Another drive for Mixon. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
The tackle made.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Mixon. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
The 1-yard line.
They run for it with Mixon, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
9-yard line.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Steelers, nothing.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Snell on the shotgun handoff. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Black 20. Yeah. You don't want that. Hey, Mike 50.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And he connects with Ebron. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, this will be McFarland. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
The ball carrier.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Here we go.
On the give, this is McFarland. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Now they set up a screen for McFarland. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
The tackle made back.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here. They could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Burrow looking to pass. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
First down, Bengals.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And he fires one that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
On first down, McFarland. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Taken down.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Roethlisberger. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Check 15, check 15.
Now a give here to Snell. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Brought down.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
55. Right there.
Here's Roethlisberger. The quick slant caught. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
Check it back. Easy.
They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Carl Lawson. And the Bengals are going to get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. T.J. Watt. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Under pressure and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
A gain of
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Go. Beat these two.
Here's Snell yet again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
He was brought down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. Ebron caught left side.
Roethlisberger.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down.
No gain on the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
And the Bengals.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Mixon on the carry.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still... have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Mixon. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Again, the ball carrier.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
And a good pickup there by Mixon, and that shows the talent that he has. Back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, 4th in the NFL in 2018, 9th last year. But I look for those numbers to jump back up again with the introduction of new talent in Cincinnati.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That'll make things really difficult for their offense moving forward.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Here's a give to Mixon. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Burrow. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. The loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
The field goal. A 23-yard attempt.
McCann's kick up and good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? It made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
To put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Snell. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Ball carrier.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Roethlisberger. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Trying to run for it with Snell. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
A gain of 2.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
They're trying for Washington, but the pass intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He's got a first out and more inside the 30. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. T.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season. The sack cost him only a yard. It's second and 11. From the gun again to Mixon. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
No gain on
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
to Joe Mixon.
A 22-yard touchdown grab. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Taken in at the 3. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Starting the drive was Snell. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They're going to run again with Snell. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. A 3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Here's Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 30. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Intercepted by the Bengals.
This has been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
Mixon with a first down carry. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification. That's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. What'd you say, 3 rushing touchdowns? And, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Jordan Evans gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger.
77.
They go play action now. Roethlisberger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returnable here for Davis. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself. But you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter, Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Bengals, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year.
And they'll get another road date next week when they take on Washington.
Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.